So, no, I wouldn't say I have a passion for HR.
Welcome back to Human Resources for the People. It's a human capital revolution. Today I'm answering Ask HR questions because I'm banned part 17. We got a employee falsely accused of sexual harassment out in California. We've got a PIP person in New York, and we've got an investigation in California again. Those crazy folks out in California got a lot to say today. So we'll start off with an employee falsely accused of sexual harassment. This person has a manager, and one of their employees reported that she was being sexually harassed by another employee. It was very vague. They notified HR so they could do an investigation, and they were false. The employee, the alleger, admitted she just didn't like the other person. The OP is saying, I take any suggestions of harassment very seriously, which is great, but the falsely accused employee is upset. Well, buddy, the first thing you need to do is go write up slash maybe fire the person who made false allegations. They really damage everyone who's a victim of sexual harassment when this happens. It's really harmful to people. It keeps people from disclosing sexual harassment when it's time. If you are a big believer in reporting it and a big believer in sort of encouraging people to come forward, why the heck wouldn't you write up slash maybe fire someone who did that? Take that to human resources. Let them know if they're not willing to fire someone. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. You got a weak human resources person, but they're absolutely eligible to fire them, and there's a 100% good reason. Falsification of company documents, falsification of investigation is really important. Next up, is from New York, and it's pretty quick. It says, I'm on a PIP and I want to resign. Can I resign? Yeah, I mean, the question is, can I resign now? It says a whole bunch of things about mitigating factors. At will works both ways, right? And this is what people need to recognize and realize and then act on. At will is not, simply a one-way street, right? It's not just that a job can fire you at any time. It's that you can fire a job at any time. That's the whole point of it. It's really important for you to understand that it works both ways. We're not under contracts. This isn't Europe. So, yeah, you can resign. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. It's probably better than being terminated, potentially, depending on for your career. I think it's, I don't really understand any idea where you stay for a significant amount of time. That's a little absurd. Plus, you get over on someone if you quit with no notice and they think that you're going to be covered for a while and then they're already leaving. You mentioned it before, because two people in your team already have left last week. It's not really going to have a negative impact on your future career. If anything, you don't have, if a company calls, they won't have a termination, and that's pretty valuable. But other than that, it really isn't too big of a concern. The next one up is from California, and these guys out in California are wild. I'll tell you what. It says HR won't disclose to me if I was mentioned during an investigation. They made a report about their coworker. They did an investigation, and he's told his manager that it was him he's since that HR has told the manager that it was he who made the report. I've asked them 3 times if that was the case, but they won't give me a direct answer. I mean, unless the manager has some sort of conflict of interest or something of that nature, where it might matter, of course they've told them. They probably went directly to ask them. And frankly, I don't know why your HR department isn't responding directly to you and just saying, yeah, we talked to them because we have to. That's sort of our job. I mean, frankly, your responsibility was not to go to HR at all, but to go to your manager. assuming that everything is again above board, which I think I get a sense that perhaps there was something questionable about the manager. But if the manager failed to take care of it, that's when you could take it up the chain and handle it that way. I think it's just really important for people to understand chain of command and what the responsibilities are that come with it. What do you think about today's video? Please comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.